Hey techies, welcome to Elephant Code. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You're watching a video from the PySpark playlist. So let's
Welcome
begin.
back. In the last video, we saw how to write any Spark data frame to Parquet file. So in today's video, we will be seeing how to read those Parquet file to Spark data frame. Okay, for this, we will be using Spark context object, and then we will be using read.parquet method to read the data from the Parquet file and convert it to the Spark data frame. So let us go back to the practical area. Okay, so here in the last video we have already created the Parquet file. Okay, so now what we can do, we will read this Parquet file. So for this, let me write a method get Spark data frame from Parquet. Okay, so here what I will do, I'll just have the path. Okay, now I know that I've already created the path. My files are present here. Okay, so what I can do, I can just use this particular path which I have already created. So I don't need to write it again. So just to explain you how the path was, so I can make it right, read file path. So what I did, I mean, I just went to the current file folder. So this is my current file where I'm writing this code. So the current file folder is Spark class. Okay, so this will be os.path.directory name and current file, which is noted with the underscore underscore file. So this will be giving me the current file folder, which is Spark class. And then I went a position up by putting double dot. So from Spark class it will reach to the Spark project. Okay, and thereafter I am trying to append or kind of join source file in it, so it will be here. And thereafter I'm joining with another folder name which is Parquet, so it will be here. Okay, and thereafter I'm again joining it with another file, another folder name Parquet um, 12/02/2024. Okay, which is this one. Okay, so this is going to be my read file. Now I can use data frame equal to, I use the Spark context dot read dot Parquet. Okay, now I'll just give read file path option, and from here I can say that okay, return me the df. Okay, now I'll come here. I'll just write a documentation again. uh, /n reading data from Parquet QET QUET data from Parquet to Spark data frame. Okay, frame. Now here I will say I want to use the same object dot I'll say that read dot it's get data from Parquet file. Okay, and then I'll say df equal to, and then I'll say that df I can just name it like this, df from Parquet, and here also I can give it like this, dot show. Okay, so let us execute the code. So this file it will be reading. So all the files, all the partition file which are present under this particular Parquet file, it will be reading, and then it will be showing the result. Okay, so it is executing. Great. So it says that the path is already exist. Okay, fine. That is because we are again calling the write method, and when it is trying to write it here, it is telling that it is already exists. So what we can do, we can just comment this out, because we are already having the Parquet file. Again, we don't need to write the same Parquet file here. Okay, so let us comment it out and run. Because the files and everything were already present, and we are not overriding, we were trying to again write it in the same folder. So that's the reason it was saying that it is already existing. Now since it is already existing, so what we can do, we are just reading the data with the help of this new method which we created, get Spark data frame from Parquet. Okay, so now it read the data from the Parquet file to Spark data frame, and this is what the data is. So all those data which were residing in the Parquet file are being read, and this Spark data frame now consists of the data. So just to make a kind of revision, so you can see what we have done. So let me just minimize everything and just show one more time what we have done for the read as well as write. So in case of read, what we had done, we had first created a kind of variable which is holding the path where we want to write the data. Okay, and thereafter we had this Parquet write.parquet method provided under the Spark data frame, which we used, and we passed the path in it. Okay, so it creates the Parquet file and keep it in this particular folder. Okay, and thereafter, in case of reading those data back to the Spark data frame, what we did, I mean, we use the same path where the Parquet files are stored, and we pass it to a method called as read.parquet file. Okay, so this method is available in the Spark context. Okay, here the write method was available in the data frame class, whereas in case of read data, it is available in the Spark context. Okay, Spark context dot read dot Parquet, and then we pass the path where the Parquet file was existing, and then we return those read data to the data frame, and thereafter we return it to the calling environment from where we had called this particular method. Okay, so here the data will come after the execution of this particular method. Okay, and thereafter we are showing the first 20 kind of record from this particular data frame. Okay, so that's all for today, and now it's a kind of quiz time.
Elephant quiz of the day. What is a primary advantage of reading data from Parquet files into a Spark data frame? Option A, improved data integrity and consistency. Option B, reduced processing time for complex queries. Option C, enhanced support for real time streaming applications. And option D, compatibility with a wider range of file systems and storage solutions. Mention your answer in the comment section below. So that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe Elephant Code for future updates.